Okay, so here are the facts. In April, I probably would have told you that I could not be impressed by a movie about 5 college students who get high and go into a cabin, and a horror film about that. But then I saw A Cabin in the Woods, and now I beg to differ, my friends. Cabin in the Woods. Okay, so A Cabin in the Woods is, it's about a bunch of teenagers who visit a cabin in the woods. And I have a feeling that this is going to be a short movie review because I'm not going to tell you what it's about because of the fact that I don't want spoilers. Like, the movie itself is a spoiler that they don't give you, and I'm not going to tell you that because I'm nicer than that. Okay, so the movie, it stars Chris Hemsworth and Topher Brink from Dollhouse and a bunch of other people that I really don't know. And Topher Brink is probably my favorite character in this movie because he basically plays the same character he plays in Dollhouse, and which is like, the kind of high guy that's always more exaggerated and is happy all the time. And he talks like this because he's really high all the time. He's really high. In this movie, he smokes a lot of weed. And, he becomes the most likable character in this movie. He is the drug head in this movie. The drug head that's like the craziest, but he has more sense than some of the other people. The other people are like, hey, we should split up, and he's like, guys, this isn't a good idea. I've seen movies, I've seen stuff, and I don't want that to happen. But, they don't listen to him because he's a high moron. But, Topher Brink from Dollhouse becomes the most likable character in this entire movie. And the other actors aren't completely uncredible. You have Chris Hemsworth, Thor. He's not uncredible. He's Thor. And, they're just like, it's hard to do this review without giving out spoilers. So I'm just going to say this movie was great. And you go into this movie expecting a typical cabin movie just to have some fun. That's what I was expecting when I went into the theater to see this movie, and I walked out saying I had no idea what I was in for. And coming home, and like whenever I was thinking, I'm like, okay, what am I gonna give? Am I gonna give it a bite on Blu-ray or Awesome-tacular? And then I thought to myself, okay, this movie is a complete backbone to all the other horror films that have ever come out. It is completely original. I haven't seen an original horror film that impressed me in a few decades. So it's been decades since a movie like this came out, and it just blew all the other movies that have come out this year. Really, it blew them away. Other than The Grey, it was a whole new era for horror films, and it just did everything it needed to do. It impressed me so much more than I thought it would, so it deserves an Awesome-tacular. That's the rating I'm gonna give A Cabin in the Woods. Okay, my question to you is, what is your favorite horror film? Comment below, let me know. My favorite horror film probably is going to be The Exorcist. I know I'm old school, but The Exorcist is still my favorite. Yeah. If you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click the side to see more.